So, okay. When last we were at here, we I actually missed that bit there. I don't understand why. But yeah, we were down here. So I figured like I was gonna attack some of these big bits and then just see where we're gonna go from there. Um, so I might do this bit from here. I kind of want to get this bit done. But the problem is that the camera I've set up is completely in the way for me doing that. Middle of the painting is going to be a pain in the backside. But do you know, actual fact, I'm completely changing track now because I'm going to attack the middle bits and see where we go from there. But I hope you're all having a good day. I just want to say I really enjoyed last night. Playing Outlast actually kept me awake for a little while afterwards. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a coward by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm a huge fan of the jump scares. But those jump scares in that game were on a different level. Like, because you're already anxious walking through the map anyway, and for me, I've never played it before, so I know nothing about it. I I thought I was desensitized to a certain extent, you know, with games like Phasmophobia and Ghost Exiles and all the other stuff I've played. The Mortuary's Assistant being like the worst one of the lot. Clearly, I was wrong because yeah, that was no bueno, but it was really enjoyable, and I do own Outlast number 2. And I noticed that yesterday, I believe it was, or the day before, Outlast 3 has come out, which you can do cooperatively. Now, my wife has just, as I said yesterday, she has purchased, although when I say she's purchased, I mean I purchased, Devoured. Furious! Yes, I am relaxing. I'm trying to. The reason I'm relaxing is that I right, okay. So let me see. I'll explain this, right. And you know this anyway, Furious. I've always had problems with sleeping, right? And the doctors are trying to send me for yet another sleep apnea test, right? We all know that. I've been very kind of vocal with that. The thing that's been different is that I've always bought melatonin. I've usually had to buy it from overseas because you can't really buy it in this country. And I've been doing that for years, and it's been the only thing for me that's actually worked. Right now, the problem that I have now, well, it's not a problem, but the issue I'm having now is my doctor has finally found a way to be able to prescribe it to me because he's realizing now that I do actually have a massive sleep problem, and the only thing that I've managed to find so far to get me to sleep has been melatonin. Can I ask a quick question? I've done something with the music audio. Does it sound okay to you guys? Is it too loud or is it too quiet? Because I'll be honest with you, like, and I am changing the subject just for a second here, because like I hear this all the time, and because it comes directly through to my headset, gives me a bit of a headache after a while just listening to music all the time while I'm streaming. So what I've done is I've turned the music down for me, but then what I've done is I've added a lot of gain to the music in for you guys so that you can hear it better. So I'm hoping it's working because I can barely hear the music myself. But from what I'm noticing on the bars on OBS, you guys should be able to hear it fine. So if you could let me know, I'd really appreciate that. Anyway, so the doctor is now prescribing me melatonin. And I'm kind of wondering, like, with the stuff that I've bought overseas and whatever, whether or not that was a very mild dosage or a different dosage, or there might have been something else in it. Because I used to have to take like between 3 and 6 milligrams. But with the doctor's ones, I'm only taking 2. But I'm so tired during the day. Like I'm waking up now. I'm not hearing anything big. But you can't hear any of the music. bugger me. Right, let me try this. We'll go property filters, and we'll pump that up to about there. Can you hear that now? Actually, fact, you know what? Let's go. Okay, there it went. How's that? Is that better for you? Because I can't gauge this. Okay, there it went. Ah, brilliant. So just let me know if that's okay for the background stuff. I mean, obviously, once I've finished the stream, I can kind of move it around to where I want it. Very chill. Perfect. Thank you very much, darling. How are you today anyway? Before we start talking about my crap all the time, how are you doing? You still got that beautiful smile on your face? I think you have. I'm pretty sure you have. You're a resilient woman. Just get that bit in there. Let's do a few more 14s. I didn't realise I was editing my videos of me doing this yesterday or the day before. My granddaughter come up and I'm standing there and I'm talking to her and she didn't say a bloody word, the cheeky little cow. But yeah, she was watching me paint it and I'd got quite far into it and she just turned around and said to me, she said, "Granddad, that's really nice." It just melted my heart. I could never go at her afterwards because it was like, you shouldn't have seen that yet. My grandkids definitely know how to get around me. That's for sure. I did just see chat go up a little, but I just want to get this bit here because I really have to try and work out what I can do with this camera now to make doing these bits. It was a rough night, to be honest. I finally crashed around 5 a.m. I'm sorry to hear that, darling. But are you still smiling today, though? Even if you don't mean the smile. Bit. God, I tell you what, it's worse for me doing this because I can't seem to be able to talk and do this at the same time because I'm concentrating because I am a lot further away. My eyes and my head is a lot further away from it than I'd like it to be. Third world problems, eh? Let's have a look here. Let's get this one done. Are you looking forward to your vacation? Your vacation time? Are you vacationing elsewhere or are you vacationing at home? For sure, yeah. I've got my to-do list ready to keep myself busy and distracted. Well done. Well done. Because, if there's something I realised after I lost my mum, there's nothing you can do about certain situations. And sometimes you just have to put yourself on autopilot, right? And then just get through the day. And then it's true what they say. Time heals all wounds. They don't take them away, but they do make it easier for you to cope with. It's why I get up and fight every day. It's why everybody should get up and fight every day. And that's why I'm incredibly proud of you for doing it. You're at home. Oh, okay. So have you got anything planned, or are you just gonna put on your comfy clothes? You're just gonna sit and relax, watch films, play games, do stuff that you enjoy, read books, order out takeaways, just veg out for a bit, take a bit of you time, do whatever you do to make yourself happy. My dad's coming over at some point. We're taking his truck to the lumberyard to get supplies. Oh, cool. Nice. I think that's the 14's done. I'm fairly sure of it. I think that one was a 15. Where's my cheat sheet? Let's have a look here. Oh, balls. I hate doing that with my cheat sheet. Let me just clean that off in case I decide to do that again. Right, so we are here. And that was a 14. I've just, yep, done that. And then that one there is a 15. Okay, so we'll get 15 out. It's nice to throw some colour on this. He needs time away from my mum. Yeah, I feel him on that. I'm lucky. Like my ex-wife, I couldn't wait to get away from her. But my current trial, she's much easier to live with. Current trial. I have got to turn that fan on. I am bloody melting in here. Where's my controller? Right. Shh, don't say that too loud. Yeah. Right. Another 15. Yes. I shall go up here. So, there is a reason. I didn't bring it in, did I? Oh, bugger me. I knew there was something. See, that's why I don't have the fan on, because it becomes like tornado country in here. My wife bought me a present today, bless her. So I like doing Lego, and I love James Bond. And I am absolutely crazy for anything to do with cars, which might surprise you all, because I don't really do a lot with cars, as you well know on this channel. So she bought me the Aston Martin DB5 Lego car to build. I am so excited. I am so excited to do that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a break from paint by numbers once I've done this one, which was always my intention anyway. And I was going to do the Batman cowl first. And now that she's done that, I'm kind of thinking we should go with the car. What a great gift. I'd love to try building Lego projects. Honest, you should do it. You should, if you love to do it, then just do it. Don't sit there and think about it all the time. Sometimes you just got to go on a whim, you know? And then just do it. What's the worst that's going to happen? Oh, I don't like doing it. Well, put it on eBay. Get some money back. Sometimes you just got to take a risk. Even if it's a small thing like that, you know, just take a risk and see, because you never know. It could be something that you really enjoy. You know, start off small with a small. I mean, look, this. My daughter-in-law bought me this. Hey, Frosty, how you doing, buddy? My daughter-in-law bought me this. It's the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. It was like £4.99 or £5.99, whatever it was, on Amazon. And it took me about half an hour, 45 minutes to build it. And look, and now it's a desk ornament that I've got. And every time I look at it, I think of my daughter-in-law. You know, so it doesn't have to be a huge thing. You could just try it and see if you like it. How you doing, Frosty? Hey, Frosty, I've seen you've been playing a lot of not Path of Exiles, and apparently my brain didn't want me to say anything other than Path of Exiles. Conan Exiles. I might have to get on there with you because I don't know how to play it. and by the looks of it, you do. So a basic tutorial would be nice. And plus the fact it's multiplayer, and plus the fact we haven't played anything in ages. Completely my fault. 100% my fault. And I'd like to try and get on and do something with you. On or off stream. Right. Okay, that was a 15, wasn't it? So is there any more in here? It looks like we got, is that a 12 or a 13? That looks like a 13 to me. Where's the 12 and where's the 13? Are they completely diametrically opposed? Yes, they really are. And yeah, we can play. I got denied again for 1985. What? So, right, okay. So send me what you know, like you did with me with New Day. Send me what you got. I'd love to take a look, because there's no way, with your experience and the fact that you're a really good role player, that you should have been denied, in my opinion. So send it to me and I'll take a look. Right, what was I doing here? I was going to do, I think that's a 12 and 13. Yeah, that's 13 and that is a 12. Well, my eyes are not deceiving. I need to get my eyes tested. I really do. Yeah, no worries, bud. I got you, you know. You're going to love it in there. Do that once more for it. Yeah, no worries. And I'll take a look and see what's what. And then also we'll put who did you put down as references when you actually did it? Because you can use me as a reference as well. There, done. Use chat TV. Yeah, well, you're not wrong, Creed. How you doing, buddy? You're not wrong. Is anybody else like genuinely worried about this chat GBT, whatever it is? Because I am. Like I was watching something the other day, and then they turned around and said, do you like all of this AI stuff? And then they said, imagine getting a call from somebody that sounds like your sibling and says they're in trouble and they need a bit of information from you to. And it was like, yeah, I didn't give that a thought, because some of their voices are awesome for some industries, but I think it will be fine. Yeah, I'm more talking about if it falls into the wrong hands. Now, granted, that could be anything, you know, falling. I mean, a nuclear bomb falling into the wrong hands is probably not the best idea in the world. Sometimes nuclear weapons falling into what people consider to be the right hands is also a bad idea. I'm thinking, right, there's this here, isn't it? Is it this? It is this. That goes into a 6, and there's no bloody number on that one at all. Okay. Well, I think that this bit should be like that, which is going to be a 20, I think. Is that the lilac? Yeah, we'll do a 20 there, because I'm pretty sure that that's what it was meant to be. I wonder if you could get chat GBT to make you a millionaire. What you'd have to do to become a millionaire. I mean, it's got to be possible, right? What if those Indian call centers that scam old people saying that they're Microsoft get a hold of it? Well, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Answer for everything, proof right at the second. Yeah, that would be bloody terrifying. Absolutely bloody terrifying. are you going to throw in an app to the 1985 server, Creed? Or are you done with GTA RP? Like, unfortunately, a lot of people are. I get it. I mean, I was till I went in there. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, if this place doesn't work out, which I don't think that that's going to be the case, but, you know, I've said it before and I've been proven wrong, so I'm not infallible, but I won't be trying anywhere else. I can guarantee you that much. If this don't work out, that's it for me. Nada. A bit of number 6 there. A little bit of Monica in my life. I'm so glad you wasn't around last night when I was playing Outlast, Creed. Because the jump scares were real. I'm going to be putting the videos up on YouTube soon for the next couple of days, if you didn't manage to catch it. But yeah, I was basically, I was screaming like a little girl. There's just no other way of putting it. That game is terrifying. And I've got, what, 2, 3 more of them to play. So, yeah, there is that. Let's get this bit here. And you there. Because I know you'd have been evil, and I mean, even just the dun dun duns that come up was making me jump in the end. It was ridiculous. But I did have a lot of fun doing it. Yeah. Any more number 6s? Before I close, yeah, just see one. Do that. I think he's going to get away, didn't you? I bet you did. So I'm going to be reading bedtime stories to my grandchildren. And what I'm going to do is, because I can't obviously upload them and put them on there for everybody to listen to, I'm going to just private the link and whatever, so only they can watch it. So that way I don't have to worry about copyright and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be reading them bedtime stories every night, which I thought was really nice. I was supposed to have been doing it a while ago, but I haven't really been in the mood or whatever else to get it done. And I've also had a lot of audio issues, so I haven't bothered. But now that I seem to have got through my audio issues, with the exception of the shouting, like when I shout, or if I, like when I'm screaming like a little girl, you don't hear it, which kind of is the point of you to hear it, really. So I need to figure out why that's happening and stop that, so that you can enjoy my pain in full 5.1 stereo surround sound, you know? Okay, 17. Go. And we shall come down here for this one. Oh, this paint feels a little thick. Is it going to be a little thick? I think it is, maybe. It doesn't look thick in the pot. Maybe it's just because I've got the fan on and it's drying it before I can get to the bloody canvas. No, I actually think that's a little bit on the thick side. Alright, we'll just dip the paintbrush in the water. Am I the only one that doesn't enjoy other people's paint? I mean, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't enjoy like people's physical pain and stuff, but I can't help. I feel awful afterwards, but I'm the guy that laughs at you when you fall over, you know. And it's not because like I'm a horrible person. It's just it's funny, you know. And it's like that kind of thing. that Twitch streamers, I guess, and any streamer, YouTubers or whatever, they feed off, you know, the thing that makes people laugh. Yeah, this is very thick. I don't understand why, because it doesn't look it in the pot, but it isn't spreading very well. I actually can't wait to finish this project, because the painting here has been a pain since the day I opened it up. See, now I put too much water in there. Fucker. Just try and see if we can. Let's get rid of some of that water. It's going to be a bit thin, but we'll go over it again in a minute. Let's dry the water out. But this will actually help with that thing I was talking about the other day about the paint going into the canvas. You sound so like my dad. He always told me I have the worst. My eyes, if you go, yes, exactly. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's like, I mean, I'm not a bad person by any stretch of the imagination, but I do appreciate good humour, you know. It's kind of why I'm always cracking jokes and I'm always trying to make people laugh. Because why not? What else are you going to do? Be miserable? Talk about somebody else behind their back? Spread hate? Be toxic? What's the point in that? There are plenty of people out in this world that have got that well and truly covered. I have never been afraid to stand out in a crowd. In fact, that's where I live my life. Outside the crowd. It's like women in GTA and stuff. Like, it's kind of funny because I can't use the word, apparently, I think on Twitch, because it's been banned. I believe it is. I believe it is anyway. I remember somebody saying that ages ago. So I can't use what, oh my God, I'm going to sound really old now, what the kids use today, right? But women, when they go into GTA, basically they are bombarded with men who have an inability of meeting attractive or in fact women in real life, right? So they literally fawn all over every single woman. They'll give them money, they'll give them everything, you know, and I won't. And it's kind of funny because I'm not interested in other women, right? It's very strange to me because I get a lot more attention because of that, and it's unintentional. I don't call for it, you know. I flirt outrageously, but I don't call for the attention, but it seems to follow me. And women, they seem to get like really pushed off their centers when I'm not doing what every other bloke's doing. You know, like when they come up to you and they start, like, you know, trying to put you down. And whereas most of them, they just sort of stand there and they take it and they go, oh yeah, oh that's so funny. I just go back at them and then just attack them left, right, and centre. And then after a couple of minutes they realise that, like, okay, well, it's not working on this guy, but let's start talking to him because he actually doesn't sound like a bad guy. And before you know it, you know, you're friends, and it's so weird.